Hi everyone, this is Janae, and as promised, I'm back with Card Share, and I have two cards to show you. They're both birthday cards. One is for my best friend, and then the other one's for her son. Their birthdays are the 17th and 18th of this month. So, first of all, I'll show you his card. He's turning 7, and the colors I used are all Stampin' Up! Inks. The first one I used was Island Indigo. I used Lucky Limeade, which is just kind of I love this green. I can't really even describe it, though. I mean, limey, I guess. Basic Gray, which is a darker gray, and Tangerine Tango. So those are the colors I used on his card. And as far as the stamp set, I use this Stamps of Life set by Stephanie Bernard, and it's called Guitars to Play. He loves alternative music. He's actually in drums, and he wants to start playing the electric guitar. And he's actually really good at it, and he dances. So I thought this would be kind of fun for him, and he'd get a kick out of it. So this is the stamp set I used. Again, it's from Stamps of Life. And I use this There She Goes clear set called, I'm not sure, let me see, Numbered Days. So here's the stamp set. And I don't know if you can really see that, but it just has the numbers and happy birthday, happy anniversary, a couple of balloons and a hat. It's super cute set. And I keep my stamp sets in these little sleeves. I can go over at some point, but I got these. These are by Avery, because those pockets that they come in, those plastic sleeves, rip really easily. So I keep them in this, and you can put labels at the top. And it's a really nice, sturdy plastic, I think. Oh yeah, they're called pocket tabs. And they measure 5 1/8 by 8 5/16. So I really like them. You can get them from like Office Max, Office Depot, Staples, something like that. So that's the stamp set I used also on his card. And I think that's it between the inks and the stamp set. I didn't use any pattern paper, so I will show it to you. Here's his card. And I decided to make the pattern paper because I didn't have any paper that had the different instruments and stuff on it, so I made my own using the stamp set. I just used some of the smaller images, and I stamped them over in the different colors, and kind of just made my own paper. I used some of the twine that I just got from Marshall's, and this is gray and white. I don't know if that camera's picking it up. And I used a Spellbinder die and cut it out in white, and it's popped up there. And these are the numbers from that There She Goes set, and I stamped that in Island Indigo. And then I just sprayed it with a light, and you can't see it on camera, but just there's a glittery kind of sheen on just the 7th. And that's it. So, and on the inside, I heat embossed the sentiment, Have a Rockin' Birthday, and then just use some Versamark and put the music notes at the bottom, and then I'll write my sentiment on the inside. So there's his card. Super simple. And he's getting an Xbox game, so I'm pretty sure he'll be more interested in the game than the card. But it was fun to make, and it's kind of nice to make your own pattern paper sometimes if you have a stamp set that's kind of good for that with a lot of smaller images. So there you go. So there's his card. Then for her birthday card, I used, couldn't wait to crack into this fiction paper pad, so I used some pattern paper out of this Basic Gray set. The inks for her card I used Lucky Limeade that I showed you before, this one, and I used another Stampin' Up! Color called Poppy Parade. It's somewhere between a dark pink and a red. It's a really pretty color. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. It's compared to a red in the Basic Gray symbol. So that's the color I used for her card. The stamp set I used was the stamp set that I absolutely love, and every sentiment I wanted to use. It's the Mama Elephant Good Times set. So I used this stamp set, and I used this Celebrate the Good Times sentiment right there. So I used that. And then from a Stampin' Up! Set called Bring on the Cake, I used this Happy Birthday. This is a 2-part stamp set. It's got a ton of cute birthday sentiments, but I used happy birthday. And on the inside, I also used this stamp set. So those are the stamps, and then I used my silhouette, and I also used some of the fake pearls. Sorry for the noise as I bang around and try to find it. I'm not sure where I put it, but when you see them, you'll know what I mean. I also used a couple of the some Dazzling Diamonds from Stampin' Up, which is just like a Stickles, just like that clear Stickles. And I think that's it. So, and the papers are, like I said, from Fiction, and then I also use Lucky Limeade as the base. So here's her card, and hers is a little more intricate. I also used some of these diamond, like bling, that I have just sheets and sheets of, so I decided to use a few of those. So her card was more intricate, like I said. The oval white part was all cut by my silhouette, which took a little bit of time to both cut and to get off the sheet. The paper behind it is the Fiction paper, and I don't know if I have any of it left. It's that paper that I put behind it, and just use some more Lucky Limeade here, and I matted on a piece of paper from, I want to say it's a Cosmo Cricut paper pad that I have. I just wanted to get that neutral colored paper. So I used that, and I stamped on the sentiment with the Poppy Parade, and used some of those dots, that little liquid dot thing, and I can't find it to show it to you. It's I think it's like Viva something. I don't know. I'm sure most of you know what those are. But those are just the little dots I put there, and then they dried, and they kind of harden, so they look like little pearls. And put a few Dazzling Diamonds on top of the party hat that came from that There She Goes stamp set. And let's see, what else? So these are the bling. You can see the bling if I kind of move it. I kind of put them haphazard around. I just thought it needed a little bit more around the silhouette cut. And then on the inside, just added a little more of that pattern paper, and then I stamped my sentiment in the Poppy Parade. So there you go. It was super fun to make, and I popped it up just a little bit. I use Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, which are a lot thinner than some of the dimensionals, which is nice, especially when you're mailing something. So there is her card. And there's his card, and they were a lot of fun to make, and that's what I got done today. So hopefully you're going to make some layouts here coming up pretty quick, and I will have more to share with you. Thanks, and have a good night.